Valparaiso Beacon is here tonight. They are victorious, and they have a date tomorrow night, another late game with UNI, 8:30, here at the Enterprise Center. Head coach Roger Powell Jr. is with us with All Right and Cooper Schwieger. And we're going to have Roger open up with a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for all three gentlemen on the dais. Roger, please.
Man, first of all, just so unbelievably proud of our team, every single one. And this group has been through a lot. Obviously, Cooper was here last year. It's a little different in field than last year, which I'm happy about. But, man, we're building something special. And I keep saying it, but I think people are starting to see it. And, and it's all a credit to these guys. I mean, these are special players that we've been able to bring. They're just young, and they're growing up really fast, and it's beautiful to see. And the other thing is, our conference is so tough. I mean, we've had so many close games. We had a 9-game losing streak, and a lot of those games, man, were just like nail biters, and it just shows how competitive this league is. Doesn't matter who you're playing, and to be able to come out and have a performance like that against UIC, who got us at our place, and then obviously we just played them a week ago. They beat us at their place. It was fun seeing these guys kind of have some grit, and I think that's why we got the grit chain. They showed a lot of grit. I mean, this defensive performance was unbelievable. We beat them on the glass. The first time they played us, they beat us by 15 on the glass. Second time, 10. I mean, these guys flipped it, and it just goes to show that we have a resilient group, and this group is special, and this group is kind of changing the tide in Valpo. And I'm so proud to be their coach and be able to help be a part of them having special games like they had today.
Thank you. Questions? Start right over here.
For all three of you, can you just touch on the defensive aggressiveness and intensity that you brought to the game, and kind of was that a charge in practice? Was that something that was brought up in film? I mean, you guys, that was the best defensive effort I think you guys have had all year.
Cooper, we're going to start with you, and then we'll work this way.
I think last couple days of practice we've been super intense. Obviously, focusing on defense as these games are you lose, you go home. So I think everybody kind of locked in a lot more. There's a lot more communication. I feel like everyone had each other's backs, and obviously we just came together and played as a connected unit on defense tonight. So I think that's why it was one of our best performances on defense. It felt really connected tonight.
Yeah, for sure. In practice was a big emphasis going into the tournament. We knew we were going to have big defensive games, to win games in the tournament. So everybody was super locked in, super focused during film, practices, breakdowns, and everything like that. And ultimately, it helped us out, in the game today.
Roger, same question.
Yeah, that was our focus. We wanted to stop them. We didn't want them to get easy buckets. We wanted to gain rebound. And we wanted to limit their threes, and they had some really good three-point shooters that if you let them get loose, they can hit 3 or 4 in a row. And these guys really did a good job of listening to the scouting report. And obviously, when you play a team back-to-back, you're familiar with them. And this time we were able to get it right. But the biggest thing was just the grit and just how much heart we played with. I mean, we were really physical, and it was a beautiful sight to see. And hopefully we continue to build into that so we can keep this thing going.
Roger, what was the message at halftime when you've got that kind of big lead, but no, they're probably coming?
0-0. We played them at their place, and they had a lead. They had a 17-point lead in Chicago, and it was almost a tie game, 1-point game, with a minute to go. And so we knew that they were capable of making a run because they're a really good team and they're really well coached. So, we just had to keep segment by segment. And one of our things was just let's win the next media. And that's what we were able to do.
I'd imagine this game, first time on this stage, could be stressful, but it also looked like you were having a hell of a lot of fun out there. When did the stress and fun kind of marry each other?
I don't know. I just love playing basketball. As soon as I stepped out on the court, I was having fun from the tip. It was just a great time being out there. Lights were a little brighter. It's the tournament, but, you can't really back down from that. You just got to stay confident and continue to play your game.
Cooper, it looked like you took a shot late in the first half to the body a little bit. You were kind of laboring a little bit through halftime. What happened, and how do you feel right now?
Bro just drove to the basket, elbowed me in the leg. It was just like a little stinger for a second, and then I was fine. So it wasn't anything crazy, just a little hit.
And this is for all three of you. You've now won a game in this tournament. You feel good about that, but I'd imagine your focus has got to shift quickly. How do you shift from we're happy to win a game to we belong to keep going?
All year first, Cooper next, and the coach.
I mean, yeah, we know all season long we knew we belong. We were competing with teams all season long, so it's never been a question of, can we win these games? It was, are we going to win these games? Are we going to lock into the little things, the breakdowns, our scout? And if we lock into those, we're always in a really good position to win. So, yeah, our focus has definitely shifted already. We're ready to play UNI tomorrow.
I think a big thing, enjoy the little win tonight, but change that mindset, first thing tonight or tomorrow morning. I mean, don't feel too good about ourselves because we haven't done anything yet, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like getting focused on UNI, they're a good team, and kind of taking the momentum from today into tomorrow, picking up the good things we did today while fixing, the stuff that we messed up on. So
Just gonna keep being us and what we are. We're gritty, we're scrappy, we fight to the end, and I thought you saw that spirit today. So just gonna keep doing it, and obviously UNI is great. We were fortunate to beat them early in the season, but they've been playing a whole heck of a lot better. So we're gonna have to be ready against them, and they're gonna have a great game plan, and it's gonna be a battle. And, one thing I love about these guys, Cooper said this in practice, man, he's having fun. And all just said there's no moment too big for him because he's enjoying it. So, I think we have a good balance of grit, but yet just really enjoying being together and enjoying competing together. And I think we put those things together, you have wins like this, and hopefully continue to have more.
Roger, can you just touch on Jefferson and Tyler and what they brought to the game today?
Oh man, they were awesome. They played great minutes. I mean, Jeff was plus 26 for the game. I mean, that's a stat we look at. That means we won by 26 points since he was on the court. He had 9 points and 9 rebounds. Unbelievable. I thought Tyler Schmidt came in and gave us great minutes. He had 6 rebounds, 8 points, but he just kind of calmed us down. He can handle the ball a little bit. He played good, tough defense, and he made a play when it felt like they were going to make a run. He was able to make a play, and those two guys were huge for us, and proud of them.
And then finally, for me, you look like you had a kind of elongated conversation with UIC's coach at the handshake line. Just kind of what was that about?
Oh, we've known each other for a while. When I was an assistant at Gonzaga, he was out west, and we would hang out together and talk basketball together, and so he's a really cool guy. We have a decent friendship, so it was just, hey man, keep going. We know how hard it is to win in this profession, and he was encouraging me, telling me great job, and I was telling him great job first year. So it's kind of what it was. But he's an awesome coach, and he's doing a great job at UIC.
Eric Hall from the Alton Telegraph. Roger, I believe Bruce Weber was in the building earlier today, and he's going into the Missouri Valley Conference Hall of Fame tomorrow morning. Have you gotten to see him this week?
We FaceTimed a week or two ago, and I've been so locked in, but I'm so excited for that. I think I'm going to try to make the event tomorrow, depending on what we have preparing for our game. But, I love Coach Weber. He was an unbelievable coach, and it was a blessing to be able to play for him. And hopefully I get to see him here tomorrow. But yeah, that's my guy. So we FaceTime him every so often, so I get to see him throughout the season. He's always encouraging me and let me know I'm going to be okay.
What's it mean to see him get inducted in the Missouri Valley Conference Hall of Fame this week?
I mean, he's earned it. He's coached for a long time and won a lot of games, and obviously coaching our team to a national championship when I was at Illinois is special, and I'm proud of him. I'm happy to have played for him. But now is the last time. I don't know if he'll like that I'm saying this, but the last time he was FaceTime with me, he was kind of joking with me because he was actually playing hide and go seek with his grandkids while I'm stressed out trying to figure out how to win games. So every once in a while he gives me a little jab saying, "Young fella, you got a long way to go." So enjoy all the stress. But yeah, no, it's an awesome thing for him.
You've had some big wins in this arena with the bragging rights games here. Like, what are some of your favorite memories of being in here, and how does this compare to get this kind of win as a coach to some of those wins as a player?
It's different, man. Being a coach, I mean, obviously a player, you're in there, you're playing, and it's you're on the court and you're making plays. And I can remember the bragging rights games and how important that was. Actually, by the way, I never lost it, but it was special as a player. And I was talking with all before the game. They had the Final Four banner up in the arena when I played, you know, in the Final Four here in St. Louis. But it's so much more rewarding as a coach, you know. And I tell these guys, man, they probably laugh at me because I get emotional all the time just because, like, I really love these dudes, man. And when I see them making plays and when I see them making shots, it's almost as if, like, I get more joy seeing them do it, you know, because they're experiencing these things for the first time. So it's so much more rewarding, and I love it, and I love these guys, and I'm so proud of them, and I just want to continue to watch them make plays and win games and have their moments like they're having.
All and Cooper, has he talked about the big games he's had in St. Louis leading up to this very much this week?
I don't know about anything specific to St. Louis, but you know we've heard his stories. We've seen some clips of him. That putback dunk from the three. That's one I always remember. I love that one. It's my favorite Roger Powell clip ever. So yeah, we've seen some games. We've seen some highlights and clips like that. But I don't know about if any of those happened here. Maybe they did. I'm not for sure.
Well, the one was in the dome, but I didn't have any clips like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
In this building, I didn't look like you two, man. You guys are special.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit before the game, just kind of taking in everything. That's what he talked to me about. And then we saw, you know, the St. Louis banner up there. Talked a little bit about that. But I always love asking him questions just about his playing days. You know, he was at Illinois, obviously playing a lot of big-time games. So, you know, I try to, you know, pick his brain apart a little bit just to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm a student of the game and just love to hear about everything.
I wasn't like these guys, though. I wasn't freshman of the year, I can tell you that. These dudes are special, man. Back-to-back, by the way. It's unbelievable.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time tonight. It's Beacons and Panthers tomorrow night, 8:30. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.